You ever get that feeling like you're being watched while you sleep? Yeah, I used to brush it off, laugh even. Thought it was just, I don't know, too many horror movies at 2 a.m. or maybe just my brain messing with me. But now, God, I wish I'd listened to that feeling sooner, or at least to my cat. So, I live alone, tiny studio apartment just off campus. Nothing crazy, quiet, cheap, pretty safe neighborhood. I just adopted this little ginger tabby. Her name's Peach. Cutest thing ever. Seriously. She'd sleep right on my chest, purring like a motor. Never scratched anything, never acted weird. But then, I don't even know exactly when it started. A few weeks in, maybe, I noticed this pattern. Every night, like every single night, right as I was about to fall asleep, Peach would suddenly tense up, just freeze. Then she'd leap off the bed, bolt under the couch, and start hissing at nothing. I mean, she wasn't looking at the window or the door or any noise. She just hissed into the room, like dead center, like something was there. At first, I tried to reason through it. I thought maybe she was dreaming, or maybe I had mice. Yeah, I actually Googled that. Small laugh. But it only ever happened at night. Only when I was lying down. And only when I was almost asleep. There was this one night, I still think about it way too much, where I woke up around 3 a.m. and Peach wasn't just hissing. She was growling. This low, terrifying, almost primal sound. I didn't even know cats could make that noise. And she was staring at me. Not scared. Not like something had startled her. It was intense. Like she was trying to wake me up. Like she was warning me. That's when I decided, okay, enough. I need to know what's going on. So I set up my phone on my desk, angled it toward the bed, just hit record and went to sleep. The next morning, I didn't want to watch it. I stared at my phone for like 10 minutes. But then curiosity got the better of me. Most of it was nothing, just me rolling around. Usual stuff. Until 3:08 a.m. The door, my front door, it unlocked. No sound, no creak, just this soft click, and it opened, maybe 2 inches. Then, someone stepped in. I swear to God, they didn't say anything, didn't turn on lights, didn't move. They just stood right by my bed, looking down at me. I don't know for how long. It felt like forever, but when I checked the timestamp, for minutes. They didn't touch anything, didn't even flinch, just watched me. Then they turned around, walked out, and locked the door behind them, like they'd done it before. I, I couldn't move. I mean, I felt my whole body go cold. I dropped my phone. That's when I realized I was shaking. I called the cops right away. And you know the messed up part? It was my neighbor. This girl I'd chatted with a few times. She seemed sweet, normal. I'd given her my key once, when I locked myself out, just for a few hours. She never gave it back. She made a copy. They found it on her keychain. She didn't even try to lie. Just admitted it. No explanation. She didn't need to say why. I, I still don't know what she wanted. But you know what messes with me the most? Peach knew. She knew every damn night. She wasn't scared of the dark. She was scared of something I couldn't see. I sleep with the lights on now. And Peach, she sleeps right by my face. Eyes open, always watching. I moved into my late uncle's apartment last fall. It wasn't anything special, just small, a bit old, kind of dark, you know? But he didn't have much family. And somehow I ended up as the one to take care of everything. The keys, the boxes, even his parrot. Mango. Mango was quiet, weirdly quiet for a parrot. For the first few weeks, I honestly forgot parrots could even talk. He just kind of sat there on his swing, watched stuff. Didn't squawk, didn't mimic. Nothing. But then, this one night, I was on the couch, just flipping through channels, and I heard it. He comes back at midnight. I just sat there. I didn't even realize it was Mango at first. I thought maybe it was the TV, but when I turned around, he was just there, perched still, staring at me. And then again, louder this time, he comes back at midnight. I let out this awkward little laugh. Like, huh, okay, what the hell was that? Maybe something my uncle taught him? I mean, parrots repeat stuff, right? Could have been from years ago. Or maybe I had a podcast playing or something. But then, Mango kept saying it, not randomly. Always late. Always after 11:30. Same voice. Same weird rhythm. Same tone. Like it wasn't just a phrase. It was a memory. I I don't know how to explain it. It felt like something he heard and held on to. Like he didn't know what it meant either. But he remembered it anyway. God, I'm getting chills even talking about this. Anyway, it messed with me enough that I bought this cheap little security camera. Just one of those plug-in ones. I aimed it at the living room, especially toward the window by the fire escape. It was probably nothing. I just needed to calm my nerves. Next morning, I checked the footage. Motion alert at 12:03 a.m. I hit play. There's this guy, hoodie, jeans, climbing in through the fire escape window. Calm, quiet, no flashlight, no rush. He just stands there, right in the middle of the room, still, like he was listening. And then he walks, not sneaky, just like someone coming home late, straight to the kitchen. Opens a cabinet like he knows what's inside. Reaches in and takes out this bottle, a whiskey bottle. Same one my uncle used to hide way in the back. Then he leaves, back through the window. No noise, no mess. Like it was normal, like he'd done it before. I call the police. Obviously. Turns out, this guy was some old friend of my uncle's. From way back. College or something. The neighbors recognized him. Said he came by every few weeks, always super late. He even had a copy of the key. No one knew, not even the lawyer handling the will. Just him. When the cops talked to him, he said he was just checking in. Like it was no big deal. Like breaking in past midnight was just routine. And here's the part that really messed with me. He told them that the last time he visited, the last time before my uncle passed, he looked at Mango and said, "Don't worry, buddy. He comes back at midnight." And that's it. That's what Mango had been repeating this whole time. It wasn't a warning. It wasn't random. It was just something he heard, something he remembered. Now every time I try to sleep, I hear it, in my head, in Mango's voice, like a whisper behind the walls. He comes back at midnight. He comes back at midnight. I I always double check the locks now. I mean, who wouldn't? Because the truth is, someone did come back, and maybe someone still could. It started as this weird feeling on my leg at night. Just a light pressure, barely there, like someone was resting their hand on me. But when I watched the footage, God, I wish I hadn't. Okay, so this was last year. I had just moved into this new apartment in Portland. First time living completely alone, and honestly, I was so ready for it. It was this sleek, modern place, tiny but clean, smart everything. Motion sensor lights, auto locks. Even the bed was one of those ones that tracks your sleep patterns and gives you this little sleep score in the morning. It felt like a fresh start, you know? Until it didn't. The weirdness started maybe 2 weeks in. Every night, like clockwork, between 3 and 4 a.m., I'd wake up feeling this subtle pressure on my lower leg. Always the same leg, always the same spot. Not painful, not even really scary, just enough to wake me, enough that my brain would go, wait, was that something? I told myself I was imagining it. Or maybe I'd moved in my sleep weird. Or, I don't know, maybe my leg cramped up a little. Just typical sleep stuff. But the thing is, it kept happening. Same time, same feeling, over and over. I don't know why, but one night I just decided to film it. I had this cheap little night vision cam I bought online. Nothing fancy. Set it up on the shelf across from my bed. Aimed it low. I didn't expect anything, really. I think I just wanted to feel like I had some kind of control or proof I wasn't totally losing it. The next morning, I almost forgot I'd even recorded anything. But I checked it, just out of curiosity. And, ugh, okay. So, around 3:28 a.m., my foot twitched. Then it lifted, just rose into the air, slowly, not like a muscle jerk or anything. It hovered like midair for maybe a second, then lowered back down, gently. And watching that, I felt this sick wave roll through me because it didn't look natural. It didn't look like me. It looked like something was pulling on it, something I couldn't see. I sat there for I don't know how long, just staring at the screen, trying to explain it away. Muscle spasm. Maybe I sleepwalk. I mean, I've never done that, but I remembered my bed had tracking data. So I opened the app, and right there, 3:28 a.m., there was this spike in movement. Small but clear. It logged it, like the bed felt it too. And then I saw the worst part. It wasn't the first time. That exact kind of movement. It had been logged every single night for over a week. Same window of time. Same leg. Same freaking pressure I kept feeling. I just hadn't looked at the data before. At that point, I got this awful pit in my stomach. And I started digging deeper into the app settings, just trying to understand how the bed even works. And there it was. It said the device was linked with another account for remote sleep optimization, whatever that means. Except, I never linked anything else. Ever. So I called support, right? Some poor guy walked me through the account history, and someone had been accessing my bed remotely, testing different vibration levels. Subtle, random, like they were experimenting. The account was linked weeks ago, and when he read me the email tied to the access, it was my ex. Yeah, we hadn't spoken in, God, almost a year. We didn't end well. He always had this thing for control, though. Like, he'd twist stuff around to make me feel crazy. Gaslight-wise stuff. Subtle. And somehow, he'd gotten the bed system. He was adjusting the vibrations. Just enough to wake me up. Just enough to feel like a touch. He was trying to make me question myself. For miles away. No ghosts. No intruders. Just someone who wanted to haunt me without ever stepping foot in the room. I ripped everything out that night. Unplugged every smart thing I owned. Moved out 2 weeks later. Got a new place, a regular bed. No apps, no sensors, nothing that talks to the cloud. Now, if something touches my leg at 3 a.m., at least I know it's real.